Greetings and salutations, this is Imperator Vespasian bringing you another unboxing video for Games Master paint set. Right, so I've already done two of these. This is the third one. I picked three of these boxes up. This one it's called the Character Starter Set for role-playing, which has these figures in it. Right, so we'll have a look at it. Oh, we usually do this. So on the back we have presumably the guys painted up, which is okay. I don't know. They're okay. These are the colours we get in the box. Right, so let's have a look, shall we, at what we get inside. There we go. So, we'll get onto that later. Right, paint wise, if I can, oh, it's stapled, give me a second. You can tell I haven't opened the box. Right. Here we have the paints. I'll just adjust this down. So we have whatever that is. That's neutral red, which is a bit like the other reds that we got from the other box. That's nice ink flesh wash. Never have enough flesh wash. Chaotic black, which just seems to be a standard black. Or grey. Ah, that's a bit on the way to being necromancer cloak. That is, I think. It's not quite uniform grey. So that's a good one. Dwarf gold. So that's a nice gold colour. I am after the other painting set, the metal painting set, which has all the different sort of metals and bronzes and golds and stuff like that. Shadow wash, so that's another dark, I should guess that's a dark tone type of wash. Elven green. Okay, that's quite a nice shade of green. I like that one. What else have we got? We have lawful white, which is just a standard white. You never have enough white in any of your paint sets. And then we've got worm purple. Oh, I haven't seen a worm purple for ages. So I'm guessing that's quite close to the other purple. What's it called? Let's have a look. Purple. Alien purple. So it's pretty much alien purple, that one. And then we've got a nice deadly iron, so that's gunmetal. Just there. And we've got wildfire orange, that's nice. Oh, that needs a lot of mixing, doesn't it? Oranges always need a lot of mixing. Something to do with the way the pigment works, that needs a lot more mixing than that. Right, Dryad brown. I'm trying to think what that would be close to. Let's have a look. So it's Games Workshop, it will be Graveyard Earth. But for this, I'm thinking leather. Yeah, I'd say about leather brown. What I like about these is they've got a lot more consistency. In fact, I'll get back to the paint in a second. When it comes to painting with these, they do Warpaint do a series of one coat paints. So a lot of paints you need more than one coat you paint, so you know that. Good thing about these is I'll show you something if I have a look over here. I painted this, by the look of it. This is painted with two paints from the last paint set I showed, and that is one coat. that is just one coat, and it's over wood. It's just one coat, no messing about. It's not actually finished, I'm still painting it, but that is the colour of one coat, and this is quite a light blue, and you'd expect a light blue to need at least two, and the green as well. Green usually covers well, but you usually need two coats of it. But yeah, that's how well these paints cover. So I just thought I'd mention that just as a side note. And then we have some more, which is Kraken Blue, which is quite a nice one. So that's your French line infantry. Maybe a bit light for French line infantry. Then we have this, which is Elven Skin, so that's elf flesh. I pretty much use this on everything, really, so it's always handy. And this one is Grey Undercoat, which interestingly is slightly darker. This is uniform grey, but it's slightly darker than the grey undercoat I actually use. So let's have a look at what else we get. Oh, we haven't finished on paint, so hang on. Right, we have this one, which is Ancient Bones. So that's bleach bone. That's good, and if it's one coat, that's great. Oops, hang on, no, there. This one is, I like this one, Mermaid Turquoise. I have not actually got a turquoise in my current collection. I've got all sorts of blues, I haven't got a turquoise, so this will be very useful. I once did a Space Marine Legion in turquoise and yellow, which was okay. That was a long time ago. Right, here I have Bear Brown, so that's, well, oak brown, I guess. So it's a standard brown colour. I'm thinking leather, dark leather. Oh, a nice angelic yellow. Let's have a look. That is a very nice yellow. I use my primary yellows. Oh, that's the Ancient Mummy that you get in the other box, which covers okay. It's not too bad. I have been using it as parchment on books for wizards at the moment, which is a very strange thing to do. So let's have a look. That's a lot lighter, and sorry, my paints aren't actually on their painting stand because I've been using them, and I cannot find the other yellow. It's there, right. So I'd say this is slightly lighter than that, or maybe the same colour. So angelic yellow is a nice one. Yeah, and this one is Rosy Skin. That's an interesting tone. So this is a bit like Barbarian Flesh, I should guess. Let's have a look. Barbarian Flesh. Quite close there. I'd say that was Barbarian Flesh. So yeah. Another thing I like about these bottles is they're easier to squeeze than the when you're dropping onto your painting board. These seem to squeeze slightly better. With these other ones, you tend to squeeze quite a lot to get the paint to come out. These squeeze probably because they're a smaller bottle or because they've got slightly more lacquer in them. They seem to be a lot more liquid than the other ones, than the war paints. So it's come out slightly easier. Then what else have we got? We have a map, which if you're doing an RPG would be a useful map to have, I should guess. So I don't know huge amounts about D&D these days. It's a long time since I played D&D, so I'm assuming everybody who plays D&D knows what that is. Oh, and We actually have a plot on the back, which I will not show because it will give it away. You have to buy it. Right, and what have we got? Build your own epic dungeons, which looks pretty awesome. I'm not sure what that's about. Oh, we've got a nice little how to paint guide, which is nice. I think I'm going to be going for grey for that guy. Let's have a look here. We have the standard army painter book, which I am not going to show you all of it. I have several of these now. I'll show you something that's in the back though. I just saw this and it reminded me that in the back of here is this, and it gives you all the dungeon sets that are available there. These are all available with the paints, and these sets, I need to pick one up actually. These sets, you get all the paints and everything, and the lichen and the grass and everything to do that particular theme. So for us with Star Wars, we do desert and we do jungle. So get that, and you got all the sort of colours and stuff you need. At the moment, all my Star Wars stuff is based on clear bases. So I'm not using any basing. See, clear bases. Although I will show you what you can do with these. So with a set like this, you would get all the basing material there. These are painted with the paints from the last two boxes, by the way. I just thought I'd mention that. And you'll see a painting video of building this. So that's just to give you an idea of that. So I think I'll pick up some of these. I won't get a huge amount of use out of that at the moment. I've seen that one on a shelf, and it has sort of white flock to use as snow, which I used to use many years ago. Now I use marble, ground marble, because it doesn't go off ever and it stays on the base. So I'd recommend ground marble. But other than that, you get all the sort of winter tufts and stuff in that one. So yeah, these are nice little sets. And this has how to do your own stuff, which is great. And I've got, I think, 4 of these. These seem to come in all the boxes that I've got. And my son has one. My 3-year-old son loves it. So yeah, now get on to the figures, I guess. So here are the figures. I should have unpacked these and assembled them to show you, but I'll do a painting video of them. So we have here a wizard of some kind. I'm not sure what kind. He's got horns, so I'm guessing he's a bad guy. Oh, hang on. He's there. And he's called Zrelik. He's a warlock. There you go. Wizard. There you go. Do I have any use in my armies for a horned warlock? No, not really. I'm thinking a bit of a kit bash with him. Could turn him into an elf. What sort of gear has he got? He's got a staff with a gem in it. He's got a tail, which will be a problem. So yeah, I could turn him into an elf wizard, or for my elf army, or I could turn him into a leech. I have a leech. In my last box I picked up a leech. So I have a leech lord. I need another leech lord. I need 2. So I'm thinking a bit of a kit bash with him. Now on to this dude. Dude? Possibly a lady. Wood Elf Ranger, apparently, called Derek. Derek? Derek. There we go. This is Derek, a Wood Elf Ranger. Who would fit in with my Wood Elves perfectly? I have a Wood Elf army, or I have an Elf army which has both Wood Elves and High Elves in it, and I sort of use the others as an ally choice. So if I'm using a High Elf army with all the High Elf characters, I use the Wood Elves as an ally, or if I'm using a Wood Elf army, I can use High Elves as allies. So he will be a quite a nice sort of additional character to add. What else we got? We've got Mr. Dwarfy Dwarfface. He's called Harlem. You don't pronounce the J, so Helgrim. There you go. Oh, nice name. That's the dwarf. I presume that's his weapon. He's got a mace. Oh, I like his shield. I haven't got a dwarf army, so I think this is going to be either. I suppose this will just be a figure I'll just stick on the shelf for the moment. Then we've got this one here, who is a human rogue, Corrine. Okay, ranger possibly. Could use it as a ranger. I have enough human characters. My human army has sort of everything. I'm thinking use her as an elf. Possibly another wood elf. Oh, I could use it as an assassin. Or a scout. Let's see. Because wood elves are dark elves. So use her as a sort of scout. Dark elves use pardon me, scouts that can strike in the rear. Yeah, I'll have to look through the book. Lastly, we have this one, who is that one there, called Freya, human fighter. She would actually fit into my human army, I think. Possibly. I'm not really sure. She's a decent adventurer because she's got a backpack and everything. So ranger, possibly, scout, or warrior. No, have to assemble it and have a think about what to do with them. So yeah, I'll find a use for all of those. And last but not least, we get a brush, which will come in very handy. I have lots of brushes. I always need more brushes. There we go. That's the full set. So what do I think of it overall? The figures are cool. I can find use for all of these. Well, most of them. The paints are very handy. This is a great starter set. If you're starting out, start with this, because this has all the primary paints in it. It's got the 2 different tones of brown as you always need. It's got as much flesh colour as you need, something nice and shiny for magic. Stuff for cloaks and clothing, a nice green, only one green. Could have done with an extra green, maybe a darker green with it, but you get that in the other sets. And you get the gold and that. You don't get a bronze, you don't need a bronze. So, and you get the 2 washes that are most important. So overall, and of course the 2 greys, overall this is a brilliant starter set. So if you're starting out and you want to buy a paint set, or you want to buy a paint set for your nephew or something, this is good. And plus you get the figures as well. And apart from anything else, you can just use the figures to practice on. So that's it. That's the entire video. Thank you very much for watching. Leave any comments in the comments section and I will generally be around. So thank you very much for watching. This has been Imperator Vespasian. Good day.